Climbing and yoga are supposed to be like two peas in a pod, the perfect combination, and my friends tell me that I'm not very flexible, so I'm gonna try Adriene's yoga for climbing today and see if that helps. Hi, I'm Sarah from SendEdition.com. If you're into climbing, click subscribe. I'm making videos like this just for you, and by clicking subscribe, I know that you like this kind of video, so I can make more like it for you. Today, I'm doing yoga for the first time, specifically Adriene's yoga for climbers, and I can't imagine that it will be like really physically challenging for me because I'm decently strong, but I'm not flexible, especially when it comes to my quads. So hopefully it doesn't get too exposed today. We'll see, because I know that it's something that I'm working on. It's something that I should be working on. I'm not actively working on it. So let's dive right into it. Here is me doing yoga with Adriene's yoga for climbing.
Alrighty, my friends, let's begin standing today. Feet hip width apart. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let go of the day or the morning thus far. Relax your shoulders.
So this seemed really easy. I was just standing there and breathing, doing shoulder work, and knowing that it was 30 minutes long, I knew it wasn't going to last. But hey, at least I can do something. I'm just moving my head back and forth. And even then, like, my shoulders and my neck were kind of tight, so it was kind of nice to do this.
And as you exhale, just think of a release, so letting go. He totally just smile a little bit. Why not? Life's too short. And then exhale, draw your navel in.
This is where I really started feeling like I was going to struggle for the rest of the session, because something that's supposed to be really easy is just folding in half.
So this will be different for everyone. You may get here, you might get belly towards the thighs. And then if you can, relax the weight of your head down. And then break free the chains. Mountain pose. Now,
folding in half is really something that exposes something that I've been familiar with, but I haven't been doing enough to address. And I have a tightness in my hips, my glutes, and my lower back that causes insecurities and tightens my quads, unfortunately. This is something I really need to work on, and I've been experimenting with a few different things, but yoga might be a good way for me to address that, since, man, this was hard, just folding in half, and it's supposed to be relaxing. She's like, okay, now move your neck so you feel comfortable. No, I was not comfortable the entire time. My legs were on fire, my hips were on fire, everything was on fire.
Nice and tall, breathe. Maybe the palms come together. Lengthen tailbone down, so there's a gentle kind of lengthening of the tailbone down, you know, like this. I hate to say tuck.
Bending the legs, I can do that. Moving my tailbone in, I think I can do that. Okay, I can do this.
Go, same thing. When you're ready, bend the knees and we start to take it forward. So keep reaching the knuckles way up high towards the sky. And then check out how it is for your body today. Every time you come to practice on the mat, stay present in the existence. But really be present in the sensation of your body. Maybe it's different because of a workout, because of travel, because of something emotional, because of something you ate. So it's worth it to really make the practice about being present rather than what you think you know about your body. Engage the inner thighs as you roll up. And if you're shaking or a little trembly here, that's the ticket. Sometimes it's not what we do, but how we do it, the way in which we do it. Here we go. Break free the chains. Mountain pose. Go ahead and open the palms forward. Inhale, lift the elbows. And then exhale, let it all go. Awesome.
I can hug myself, yeah. I can even get my fingers around my shoulder blades.
And then all the way down on an exhale, forward fold.
Rolling down again. Why do we have to do this again?
Hold all the way down. Inhale to reach for the sky. You got this. Big stretch, big breath. And exhale, hands to heart. Lengthen tailbone down. So start here. Use this left thumb to lift your sternum. And then see if you can lengthen the tailbone down a bit here. Breathing deep.
Balancing, okay, I can do some balancing. I'm not too bad at that. Maybe actually I could be good at this.
The left ankle, again, use your right thumb here to lift your chest up. So if you're collapsing here, it's gonna be a little bit tricky. So squeeze into the midline, lift your heart, lift your chest, and breathe. Quad stretch, nice front hip stretch. Lengthening tailbone down instead of letting it tip out. Awesome, then one more breath. Use an exhale to release. Gorgeous. Here we go, press the palms together. So really, really activate, press elbows, send elbows out left to right as you press into your knuckles.
I should be really good at this namaste pose because that's a stretch that I do after climbing every single time. Imagine what I could do if that was a comfortable position. I'd probably have a lot healthier wrists and finger joints if I could be more flexible. I should probably work
to rise here. Inhale, reach for the sky. You got it. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, and you're going to take your right toes out, and we're going to squeeze everything into the midline. If you're familiar with
this feels fine. I feel stable in my leg.
Lock, core lock. We call it Uddiyana Bandha. We'll do a video just on that. But we're just kind of draw the
Okay, you're going to make me lift my foot up. Oh, I can do this. Okay, I've got pretty decent balance here. I mean, this is familiar. I do something very similar in climbing every time I take a flag. Every time I flag, this is a really familiar stance. So I think I can do this. This is good.
Work maybe with one breath at a time, but if you can, stay there and breathe. Let's get,
and you know, it doesn't hurt.
Point the toe. And
okay, it's starting to hurt.
Knees were not locked out here.
Yeah, my thighs are starting to feel this. That's my hip.
Navel's drawing in. Neck is nice and long, chest is lifted. And then if you're here and you're starting... Okay. Am I supposed to be leaning to the right, or am I supposed to be straight over? I can't really tell with this video. Hopefully I'm doing it right though. To right knee, squeeze everything in. Let's give it a go. Inhale to find extension.
And putting some ab workout into this. Love that. Love doing the core and keeping my balance while doing it. This is totally applicable for climbing. I'm liking this. Okay.
Have some fun with it. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale.
Except my hip. My hips are feeling this.
And exhale, bring everything in.
My butt is feeling this. My hips.
Inhale.
You know, I know I'm supposed to be focusing on my core and folding, but how long do I need to be on this leg?
Whoa, my left.
How much more do I need to do this?
In, and let's do one more. Inhale. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, smile. Life is good. And then here we go. From the knee. It's in every other area of my life. Fake it till you make it works, but not on the yoga mat. So
switching legs.
Bend that right knee. And maybe you're ready. Just checking.
I didn't realize it was so much harder on this legs. Like I didn't realize I had this imbalance. I thought I was pretty good on both legs.
So honor that in your body and make sure you're not holding your breath. And if you're ready,
I mean, like it's not horrible, but
fingertips all the way out, kind of like an arabesque, and then exhale.
Jeez, this is way harder than the other leg.
Move from your center. And then inhale. There's a tendency to want to rush this, so keep it nice and slow.
But my hip doesn't hurt as much, so there's that. That's nice. Maybe I'm doing something different.
Inhale. Maybe we add the left arm.
I should watch the replay on this of me doing it, see how I am.
Inhale.
Might be helpful.
And exhale.
Maybe it can help me with my climbing.
Don't rush it. Inhale. Exhale. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift.
Why are we folding in half again?
Exhale, fold.
Okay. It's okay.
We're going to slowly walk the hands.
Practice this and you'll become better at it.
To a plank pose.
Probably not by the end of this half-hour session, but
happen to a strong breath.
You'll be okay.
Taken all day. And really press.
And a plank. I can do planks. I can do push-ups, so I can do planks. Put my shoulders up. That's a little funky.
Take pressure out of the wrist. Then shine your elbow creases towards the front.
Breathe. Like at this point, I'm just like, okay, breathe. I can do this. I know I can do this, so just do it.
To the tail. Breathe deep, press away. Keep clawing through the fingertips. Downward facing dog.
And we're doing the downward dog. I have never been able to do the downward dog. I've always had this nasty bent legs.
Oh, we have 2 down dogs here today.
About twice a year, so on my birthday and on January 1st, I enact different goals that I want to accomplish this year. And I actually thought a yoga move, being good at a yoga move would be it. And I chose the downward dog because that's supposed to be super simple. I haven't been practicing, if you can tell.
One more deep breath in.
In fact, this might be my second time doing the downward dog all year. And it's October. So
Knee to
there's that.
squeeze and lift. Walk the right fingertips in towards your right.
I'm very familiar with a lunge. I can do that, all right?
Turn the left toes out. So you're kind of coming into a little half extended side angle here. And then we're gonna slowly
move my knee. This is so weird.
Towards the sky, but nice and slow. So
like I'm just moving this and my hips are opening up and I'm like, what the crap is this? I've never done this in my life.
Go ahead and find it. Come onto the fingertips.
And it didn't hurt, but it was like,
we're wanting to find this
interesting. It was interesting. This is interesting.
For our center. Breathe deep. Press into the top of your left foot. It should feel awesome stretching the knee. Breathe deep. All right, then we'll roll through the right foot.
And we're just gonna do so much stuff that exposes my weaknesses. Holy crap. She's like, bend your knee if it makes you feel good. And I'm like, bend your knee if you can't make it straight.
That's while you refine a little bit here. See if you can lift the front body up to meet the back body. Lengthen through the crown. Send the hips high. Downward facing dog. Awesome.
It was so hard. It's supposed to be relaxing, right? It was not relaxing.
Head loose here. Maybe walk your dog out to be a little bit wider. There's a tendency lately I've been seeing a lot for the hands to be really
I wonder if maybe this would be relaxing if I could straighten my legs. Like if I could keep my shoulders back and straighten my legs in the downward dog, like I wonder if that would be a relaxing pose. This is something I should think about.
Roll through, and we're going to squeeze knee towards the third eye, through the center of your. Then lengthen tailbone down and in.
I'm turning out my leg and my hips are just like super stiff and my body does not want to move into this position. It was really intense, actually. It didn't hurt. It was a combination of physical difficulty, like the muscles didn't want to move that way, and flexibility. I was really surprised how not open I wanted to be. But when I turned my foot and my leg out, it was a little bit easier to do.
Fingertips lengthen through the crown. And exhale to bring everything back. Awesome. Frame the left foot, bring the right toes back. Here we go, pulling back through the left.
That being said, this is not easy. I'm sitting there going, okay, we're almost done with this session. We're almost done with this session. We're almost done. I can do this. Just breathe. And I kept on going back to this. Just breathe. If you breathe through it, you can do it.
My precious. My precious. Okay, dig into your left foot. Let's find a little articulation. Pay attention to the nuance of every move. So
easy.
important.
Are you supposed to easily be able to maintain your body position? If I am, I'm failing miserably. This is not easy.
One last time, we got this. Here we go. Plank pose. Breathe deep. Inhale deeply. And exhale.
Child's pose, finally. Okay, that means we're wrapping things up. I can do child's pose. In fact, next time, if I do yoga again, let's just do child pose the entire time. That sounds good to me. Let's be relaxed. That sounds good.
Try to get a deeper stretch. And if you need a little more, you can create a little resistance by bending the left elbow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Of course, it can't be that easy. We have to thread the needle. It doesn't hurt or anything, but I'd prefer just being in the child's pose. That sounds more relaxing. But maybe it's good for my neck and my shoulders. I could always use some more flexibility in my shoulders. That could probably help me with some climbing.
Consciousness in the feet. Breathe deep. Or draw your navel in and up. And if your belly is kind of in the way there, welcome to the club. Just be loving, loving, loving. Think about acting.
I love how Adriene suggests that she has a belly. We all know she doesn't have a belly. We know she probably has an amazing core. But I appreciate being welcome to the club anyway.
Find the sensation that feels really awesome, feels really good for you. So bow your head down. If you are working on straightening legs, awesome, you do that. If you're here and this is like, oh, amazing for your back.
I love it when you know someone is super flexible and they're like, now just keep your knees bent. And for them, it takes effort to keep their knees bent. And for you, you're like, this is as straight as they get. And if you ask me to straighten my back, it's not happening.
To spend it is time well spent. If it's with your breath, cultivating some mindfulness.
To all the climbers, to all the wannabe climbers like me, and to this valuable time to just cultivate balance and flexibility in the body. You rock. Here we go. Bring the thumbs up to the third eye. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow head to heart. We say namaste.
Well, you saw it. It wasn't good. Actually, it was bad. You know, there's that scale of great and horrible, horrible. And then here's like the okay. I'm probably like pretty close to horrible. My flexibility is way worse than I thought it was, which is actually quite an issue in climbing. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Maybe yoga is the answer. Maybe I need to do yoga more often. Other than my flexibility, I felt like the balance and coordination was really helpful. I could see this being a great way to work on balance. Coordination-wise, most of my coordination issues with climbing is related to dynamic movements. Those are movements that are a little bit more fast-paced, so you have to make bum, 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 bum movements in comparison to slow movements, which this one was more of slow movements, so someone who's working on their static climbing would probably really benefit from this, especially if you're in flagging. It was a great means of getting that practice for flagging, but I still think it would be very beneficial for me to continue trying this kind of yoga session. That might be the solution here, so we'll see. I'll consider it for sure. And I thought the video with Adriene, I thought that it was easy to follow her and understand what she was saying. There were a few times that I was facing away from the screen, so I couldn't see her particularly, but I was still able to listen to what she was saying, and I think I did all the movements the way I was supposed to when I rewatched everything. So I think that her video is great, and if you haven't checked it out, millions of other people have checked it out, so go check it out. It might be helpful for you. I might also look at some other yoga for climbing. I actually did a Google search, and there are thousands of videos for yoga for climbers, so I might try a couple of different ones, see if there are other options out there, and maybe just find one that I should do more frequently so that I can get the increase in flexibility in my legs that I so clearly and obviously need. Thanks so much for watching to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my video. Likes and subscribes indicate that you like this kind of content, so I can make more content like it just for you. So that would be great feedback so I can keep making videos that you enjoy. Thanks again for watching, and enjoy climbing and yoga.